Happy Sunday, y'all. Boruto episode 213. Off the rip, nigga, if you ain't read the manga, don't watch this shit. Shuex, you are safe. But as all you other niggas, if you ain't read the manga, don't even watch this shit. Cause there's no way I could talk about this episode the way I want to without spoiling shit, right? And I tried. I did a few takes, but nigga, it's hey. So straight into the MVP, I'm giving it to Jigen. And this is all stemming from that one additional, well, there's a couple of additional lines that they gave us in the anime that weren't in the manga. But regardless, Jigen is the MVP because I had no idea I would come into this episode and be fucked up the way I was. So the line I am talking about, and it's actually like a reference back to the Owl arc as well. But this is in the scene where Jigen is set on fire. Kashin Koji sets him on fire. And one line that was changed, in the manga, Kashin Koji was kind of surprised, like, oh, that didn't work. But in the anime, he says this thing where he's like, come on, Jigen, I know that wasn't enough to hurt you. I know that wasn't enough to kill you. What's taking you so long to, counterattack? And Jigen's sitting there, he's like, look, man, I was just trying to think about why you would take Kawaki from me. And I figured it out. You noticed Boruto had karma, therefore you let him within the leaf, and we're hoping to learn more about the karma seal and its weaknesses, right? Now, if we rewind back into the Owl arc, back when Owl is defeated and in comes Kashin Koji. Now, let's remember this as well. Kashin Koji had hired Owl to retrieve the vessel. And that nigga Al was going all the fuck out. That nigga was, trying to shoot motherfuckers up with a machine gun. He was going in on them niggas. And as well as Kashin Koji, when it was Kashin Koji's because if the whole purpose was to allow the Leaf Village to attain Kawaki, Kashin Koji doesn't even show up. It's just, hey, crash the blimp, let's leave it there, right? But Kashin Koji shows up, sets Konohamaru on fire, and starts throwing them hands, and only pauses when he noticed Boruto has karma. He sees that karma seal and was like, hey, okay, I'm a dip, nigga. Peace. This is interesting, right? So what Jigen reveals was that was not Amato's original plan. The whole plan was to just crash the blimp and then steal the vessel, being Kawaki. Because like I said, if Kashin Koji really wanted to, he would have clapped Team 7 and then went on to retrieve Kawaki, and that would have been it. Now he takes the body back to Amato. Now this brings me to fucking Amato, log. Amato is a fucking god. Amato is OP because in Amato's mind, if all he had to do was take the vessel and that would have been enough, like the whole mission, like, hey dog, we just got to get this vessel and we straight. This makes me think that Amato believed that as long as he had Kawaki in his hands, that would have been enough to defeat Ashiki/Jigen, right? And all my niggas who read the manga who has seen that fight, Ashiki in this like lesser version of himself, in the Jigen version of Ashiki, like the whole, oh, this body ain't good enough. That nigga put them hands on Naruto and Sasuke. Now, if Jigen alone, not Jigen, but if Amato alone was like, oh, look, bruh, all we gotta do is fucking crash the blimp, take Kawaki, he's ours, and we straight, my nigga. That's all we gotta do, Kashin Koji. Just get that done, we good. If Amato believed that was enough, that makes me think like, yo, what the fuck is Amato's plans for Kawaki? And this also kind of bleeds into that fucking chapter 1 moment. And I'm not gonna say the power scaling and all that shit, but that whole thing with that version, that karma seal, the nigga gets his karma seal again, Kawaki, he sends Naruto somewhere, right? So that makes me think like Amato, if like plan A, like Amato, let's just fucking take Kawaki, crash the blimp, let's take Kawaki. That version of whatever the fuck Amato was gonna do with Kawaki would have been stronger than the Naruto that we seen in Baryon mode, right? Like, I don't know about that, because niggas, we didn't know about Baryon mode. But let's just say, because that's what it took. It took Baryon mode to fight Ashiki in that lesser version of himself. So, like I said, what the fuck is Amato thinking? Who the fuck is this nigga, bruh? And if all he needed was Kawaki, right? Now, the other line that was included in this was the whole Jigen saying, I never needed to transport Kawaki. That was all part of my plan to, fish out who the real traitor was. I knew Victor was a little bitch ass nigga, but I wasn't really, suspecting him like that. I knew that was just a little cover up. I was trying to find the real traitors, right? And in the manga, it was revealed that, Kashin, or not Kashin, but Jigen kind of had an idea that there was other traitors besides Victor, right? In the anime, they kind of switched things up and later on gave you a bigger reveal. But in the manga, like, there was a panel where Jigen invades Konoha. He's in Naruto's house, and then he glances over where Kashin Koji was hiding, being like, "Yeah, nigga, I see you, you little bitch," type shit, right? In the anime, that didn't happen. So what they did in the anime was give you that little tidbit in the beginning of the dialogue in this episode where he was saying, look, I was on you niggas' head the whole fucking time. They also did that in the scene in episode 197 where Code is talking to Amato, and Amato was kind of like saying, look, it's kind of strange that Jigen is taking this much time off with the whole vessel being missing. I wonder if he's lost interest. And Code was like, nah, that's never the case. Look, I just heard Jigen say some shit like the vessel could never escape him. And we all knew that meant that he could just teleport through the fucking hand, which is something that Kashin Koji kind of questioned him. Like, why'd you send us on that mission if you could have just teleported to him all along? Like I said, he was trying to fish out you bitch ass niggas. He knew you niggas was trading. But that dialogue with Code had Amato shook. And at that moment, he was like, yo, does he think someone's a traitor? Oh, shit, is he on my ass? So this, like, I just gotta say shout out to Boruto because this shit is so fucking layered. Like, all that, like, niggas be talking so much shit about anime canon isn't canon, it's not in the manga. But the thing is, anime canon is so fucking necessary. It just, like, it adds so much shit because even like shit like this, I already know what the fuck is gonna happen. I'm up to date with the fucking manga. But it's like, if you don't watch these episodes, like, dog, watching episode 213 leads to more theories in the future, because it's information we didn't have. We're still learning. Like, we learned something. Manga readers learned something watching this episode. And anime watchers, they just learned the other shit that we already knew, and then they got some extra information that they don't even know is extra information. Like, nigga, this shit be fucking me up, bro. Like, you gotta what? Like, nigga, it's like the more details you have, even with the shit that we got in the like last episode with Kashin Koji saying, hey, yo, look, this is the extra information from the Konoha elder fucking whatever the fuck, them old niggas. We got extra information about them old niggas. We might need a secret weapon. That ties into some shit that is happening currently in the manga, right? And it's like, watching these episodes could either make new theories or break old ones that you were forming and shit. So it's like, oh, I thought this was going on, but look, this episode just dropped and now there goes my theory. Like, shit like that be happening. So it's like this shit is constantly working. Like nigga, shout out to episode 213. Shout out to fucking Amato. I don't trust that nigga, but shout out, I fuck with you, my nigga. Damn, nigga. Episode 213, that's all I gotta say. Shout out to my, hey, anime only, I already told y'all niggas at the beginning, so don't be like, oh, nigga, you spoiled the shit. Fuck you niggas, but peace.